What's up, loves? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, hi, I'm Anam and I post videos up every single Friday about life, beauty, organizing, and people that I do life with. So if you like any of those topics or just want to know more about me, hit the red button down below and don't forget to hit the little ringer so you get those notifications every single Friday. And you can see I'm kind of like in a little bit of a different scene than my normal setup. Usually I'm right in front of a wall with some cute little pictures of my family and my friends, but I decided, hey, I'm changing it up. It's a new year, why not? So right behind me you can just see my dresser and some clothes that I have hung that I like wear throughout the day, aka my Pottery Barn robe. It is the best robe ever. But I wanted to do this video because I was like, oh my goodness, 2020 is here. We see all these videos about 2020 resolutions, which are great. I'm all for it, which if you haven't seen mine, I'm going to post that in the description box for you. But it can be a little overwhelming because starting off the new year, you're like, okay, what are my plans? What are my goals? What do I go for? What habits do I start creating? All the questions start arising. So for me, I decided to tell you 3 helpful tips that have helped me start off 2020 off on the right foot. So tip number 1 is to do a deep cleaning. Now I love cleaning and being organized in my room and my house because I feel like when you have a clean space, you can just think better. You can just like have more space up here in your mind because you're not thinking about cleaning that particular area. And for me, I do a deep cleaning always in the beginning of the year, and I actually do them quarterly. So I call them quarterly cleaning. And what that means is I break off the whole year into quarters. So that's 3 months for me. So I'll do a deep cleaning in January, in April, in July, and September, because throughout the year we accumulate a lot of things, a lot of stuff, and sometimes we don't really need it and it just stays in our bedroom or our house. So what I do is I basically wipe down every surface. I vacuum every nook and cranny. I make sure things are spotless, and through that process I actually end up going through my closet. I go through, like, you know, my bins that I have like my papers and my bills in, and I have noticed that I actually kept bills from like 2015. I was like, what am I doing? I do not need these bills anymore. I can totally throw them away. I was like, I don't need this, and honestly I don't have to think about it. It's been paid, and why do I have it still? So I literally yesterday did this like deep cleaning, and I threw away like a bag full of like bills and papers and like things that I was like, this doesn't make sense. I don't know where this is from. Why did I keep this? Receipts, all of that in the garbage, and I just felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders. So I love quarterly cleaning. I think it is so good for your mind, for your body, and you just aren't as stressed. Tip number 2, I recommend everyone to get a planner. Now you might think, hey Anam, I don't like planners, I don't do the planner life. That's totally okay. You do you do a system that works for you. But for me, I love having a planner because I can jot down everything from my mind onto a sheet of paper, and then I don't have to like always keep focusing on like, oh my gosh, did I forget this, did I forget that? Because as I get older, there's a lot of things that happen, you know, friends' birthdays, family's birthdays, and that can be a lot to just store all up in here, and I want to free up the space as much as I can up here and put it down in my planner. So last year, if you were following me, I decided to do a bullet journal, which I absolutely loved. I love creating the monthly spread. It was so much fun. I will link that video down below for you as well so you can reference to see what that was like. But I just came to realize that, hey, it was a little bit hard to sit down and take like 2 hours for one day at the end of each month and write down my spread when I could, you know, be spending that time doing something else. And if you're a bullet journal person, hey, you totally do that. I totally respect you. Your guys' creations are phenomenal. But for me, I didn't want to just stop at mid-year, so I completed a full year of doing bullet journaling, so I at least saw, hey, what a yearly spread would have looked like. So I decided to research some planners that I wanted to try, and one came up on my Instagram feed, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Instagram is a little bit creepy when it does that. But I found the Leaders in Heels planner. It is so cute and so fun. It has like 3 little bookmarks, which I love. And the most important thing why I got this planner and what I love about it is that you can start whenever you want. There's not like a set number of like, okay, these are the dates for January, these are the dates for February. They're not filled in. You can fill them in when you want to start it, and that's what I loved about this planner so much, because sometimes I feel like you get a planner, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to get a planner, and it's like, what, April, and by that time all planners usually have like the full year, and you have like a couple months that, you know, just aren't filled in, and that's also a little depressing. So I love that this planner, you can totally start whenever you want. It is so in-depth and so in detail, and I was like, wow, I haven't even thought about half of the things that are in this planner. So if you want me to do an in-depth video on this planner, then mention that in the comment section down below, and I would love to do that for you. And then tip number 3 is to get a watch. I cannot highly recommend this enough. I think if you get a watch, it is going to save you time, but it's also just going to help you just be more present and more in the moment. And in my 2020 resolutions video that I did, I mentioned that I wanted to do less screen time, and sometimes I take my phone around with me to tell me what time it is. And so now that I have a watch, and the watch that I have is the MVMT Watch for her, which I will post down below, and I'll post some pictures as well. But I loved this watch. It was so nice. Like, I barely have my phone on me now because I'm like, hey, what time is it? I can look at my watch, and it's just helped me become more in tune with my family and my friends, and, you know, events that I'm at. It's very stylish. They come in great different styles and different like wristbands. It is so cute. I will link their website down below as well, and this video is not sponsored by them whatsoever. This is just a personal experience and why I like them. So I would definitely get a watch to be maybe a person who just relies on their phone too much for like time, and just actually just have that on your wrist. It is so helpful. I've been wearing it since I've gotten it every single day, and I absolutely love it. But those are my 3 helpful tips to start off the new year on the right foot. You can honestly do this whenever, but I feel like whenever I do a quarterly cleaning, whenever I have my planner all filled out and good to go with my goals and whatnot, and have a watch, I feel like I can start off the new year so good, less stressed, and not overwhelmed. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want me to do more organizing videos like this, then mention that in the comment section down below, and I would love to create those for you. But I hope all of you are having a good start off to your new year. It's 2020 again, which is so crazy, but I hope all of you loves have an amazing week. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm going to be doing an updated makeup routine look of what my everyday makeup looks like, so stay tuned for that. But I love you all so much and hope you have the best day.